Okay, so I wanted to wait till tomorrow to do this, but I wanted to do it while it was on my mind. I'm sure it'll be on my mind tomorrow, but as you guys know, Blizzard made a post, and I want to show it to you guys, but I'll be honest, I'm fucking mad still, and I don't want to show it because I'm just, oof, man. So as you guys know, Blizzard announced um, that they're not going to be announcing anything about Legacy at BlizzCon, and that if they're going to talk about it, it'll be after BlizzCon, which I'm sorry to say is it's pretty much game over. If you played in Nostarius when the server shut down, it honestly for me personally affected me personally a lot. I'm not gonna say like I turned into some I didn't get depression over it, but it was pretty sad. I put days of my time onto that server. I met so many friends on there that I still talk to, that I still play with, that I still hopped servers with, that I still talk to. A year later, I haven't had that experience since 10 years ago on games like that. So it's just really, when I heard the news, it felt like that knife that was stabbed in my back by Blizzard kind of just reappeared, and I got chills down my spine, and I was just like, wow, this is it. This is it. And, it's not the fact that they're not going to announce anything. It's much worse than that. And I'm going to tell you why. Is because Blizzard likes to announce expansions at BlizzCons. And I said this on stream, and I'll say it again. Ever since, I believe, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, MOP, WoD, Legion, we're all 2 years within each other. Okay? 2 years. And I find it hard to believe that Legion's going to go on for 3. So I'm going to assume the next expansion is going to be announced next year. The problem with this is, if they announce the next expansion next year, this means that there's no fucking way that they're going to announce anything Legacy related next year. If they aren't going to do it this year for the 25th anniversary, it's not going to happen, boys. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this, and I tried to be optimistic. I'm not going to say I told you so, but a couple videos ago, I made a video, 5 reasons why I thought Legacy servers weren't going to be announced, and I really tried to be optimistic and looked into ways to see maybe they will be announced. And I always knew that they weren't going to announce official Legacy servers. I was like, you know what? Maybe Blizzard will, say something like, "We hear you, boys. We hear you guys. We know you love the game. We hear your complaints. We're gonna do it. We're gonna look into it. We really want it." Some kind of bullshit, to keep the hurdle going. I thought, what was gonna happen? I thought they were going to at least say something, and maybe like Nostarius, God forbid, would take that as a notice, saying maybe they'll release Legacy servers and not do anything. Now we're in a situation where the post comes out, and now we're not going to hear anything at all at BlizzCon, which makes me think that they're not going to hear any of the Q&As from BlizzCon about anything Legacy related. You're probably not going to hear a single fucking thing about Legacy servers at BlizzCon. And I guarantee you they're not going to answer any questions about it. They don't want any publicity for this stuff. Which is sad. Which is sad because I've been playing their games since a long time. I remember in middle school, one of my friends introduced me to RuneScape, and so I had some MMO experience there. I was like 6th grade, 7th grade. I was playing RuneScape, and I was into Warcraft 2 and 3, and World of Warcraft came out, and I was like, this looks I was so hyped for that game. I dreamed about that game. I was so excited for it, and ever since then I've been a huge fan of Warcraft and World of Warcraft in general. I fucking love it. You guys know that. I grew up playing this fucking game. So I'm on Nostarius, and I'm enjoying it like the good old days. And it blows my mind, that we live in a society where people can, tell you what you can't do, especially like on the forums. I go on the forums and I see people all the time saying, "Oh, you don't want that. You think you do, but you don't." But I know I want it. I know I want it, and so do thousands of other people. 300,000 people signed that fucking petition. So many people are interested in this stuff. And I've said this before, and I've argued with other people who play retail. And honestly, yeah, I play retail right now, only because, as I said before, my friends are playing. I lead a raiding guild in retail. After the news today, I probably was gonna unsub, but I can't abandon my guild. If Nostarius was to come back, I already told them that I would be switching. But you know, I don't want to leave my friends in the dust. So for now, I'm going to continue, and I'm probably going to continue until maybe a month or two down the road. But you know, I see on the forums, and I debate people all the time about, you know, the people who want legacy servers, right? And I'm really trying to get the point across is that yes, there are millions of people who play this game. There have been millions of people who are playing right now. There's about 10 million people playing right now, right? But what about the millions of people who don't play anymore? Those aren't the same 10 million people that played back then. There are millions of people that no longer play the game. That's why server like Nostalgia is so successful, because that had a place of a home for those kind of people. And it really blows my mind that for some reason these people can't get this through their fucking head, man. And this is, I think, the most annoying thing for me personally when I argue about legacy servers, with anybody, and it really infuriates me, is that they don't understand the concept that there are people who still want to play that aren't subscribed. Just there is an audience that isn't subscribed to you, and I've had this conversation with countless people now, and they just don't understand it. Now we understand it, you guys understand it that are watching the video, but these people who play retail and for the most part, you know, with a biased opinion, don't fucking get it. Is that there's people out there that, you know, have an opinion different from them. And I hate to get political, and I'm not going to go too political, but it's really like this election we're seeing in the United States right now. And, you know, people just refuse to acknowledge that someone else has another point of view. And while I think there's fault on both sides, now, obviously, guys, people like legacy, people like retail. It's fine, I get it. Do I enjoy retail? Not nearly as much as vanilla. Do I enjoy it right now? Not really, but it's better than playing something else, you know, because there's nothing really to play. Do I understand that people like it? Of course. Do I understand people like pet battles? For some reason, I kind of understand. If you're a girl, maybe. You know, do I understand that people like collecting mounts? Do I understand that people like collecting transmog? In some weird way, I guess I understand that's your thing. I mean, some people, you know, like My Little Pony, and they like being bronies, you know. But that's their life, right? That's their life. You choose whatever the fuck you want to do. Now, if I want to play vanilla WoW, what is the fucking problem? What is the fucking problem? They're crucifying us as if it's like we are having this some weird taboo that doesn't belong in society. You know, there's nothing wrong with saying that you liked an original version of the game. You know, like there's other games out there that have earlier. What about, for example, and this is a great example, Diablo, right? People were really upset when Diablo 3 came out, and I was upset too, for somewhat, actually, to be honest. The atmosphere of the game, you know, the money auction house, everything. People didn't like it, and they preferred Diablo 2. People still play Diablo 2 to this day, you know, and so there's people who like Diablo 3 that still play it and think it's better than D2, and there's people who play Diablo 2 that think it's better than D3. So what's wrong with me saying that I like vanilla WoW better than the current game? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. So when I go on the forums and I see, oh, you have rose-tinted goggles and you have no idea what you're talking about, you know, what's wrong with having an opinion? You know, we live in a country where there is this figure of freedom of speech, and I think that, you know, Nostalris really showed that with the 300,000 fucking signatures, Blizzard. Like, there's clearly a somewhat demand for this kind of game that people are even willing to pay money for. So what exactly is the problem with, why are you delaying this so much also? You know, why not just come out and give us a fucking answer? You know, nobody, do you guys, if they're probably not watching, but do they really think that we believe them when they say they're going to update us after BlizzCon? Guys, no, I don't believe that at all. That's fucking horseshit, man. You really think I'm going to be waiting for that? No. What I'm going to be waiting for is to see if Nostalrius comes back. Now, I don't give a shit what happens now. At least now, I have some kind of an answer, but not really. But I'm not waiting anymore. And I highly suggest you guys to just give up. I'm going to be honest. There's no reason now to do this, especially with the fact that expansion is going to be come out, probably announced the next BlizzCon. If I were you guys, if you guys are still on the legacy train, you should be wondering if Nostalrius is coming back and switch gears. And I think they will come back. I just don't know in what capacity. What will it look like? I'm going to make another video soon, probably next couple days, what I think it will look like if Nostalrius comes back. But I think for the most part, and the question in the air is now that we have some kind of answer from Blizzard, and for us to avoid paying for BlizzCon tickets to make sure that we're not seeing a legacy server announcement, we don't have to pay money so they lose money. We can watch an illegal stream instead. You know, and I'm sure most of you guys are doing it anyway. But, you know, now the question is, when is Nostalrius coming back? If it's coming back, is Crestfall coming out? Is it going to be good? Now, obviously, Crestfall is going to be the weaker equation of it because it is not even in beta yet. But Nostalrius, we at least know everything. Now the question is, and the ball's in their court now. I really hope they make a statement and come back soon. I really think they need to make a statement soon, either this week or next, because I don't want I feel like everybody's going to go in a panic mode. We don't need that. If it was up to me on the Stars team, I probably would have released a statement probably in the next 24 hours, but we'll see what happens. But it's a really sad day, guys. Obviously, I'm not happy myself. I was streaming for a while. I wasn't really in a great mood myself. It's really sad because a lot of people, you know, I think Blizzard's letting them down. You know, the saddest part is this is the game they created that we just want to enjoy again. This isn't some different game. This is a game they created, a different version of it that some people enjoy, you know? It's like saying, you know, like everybody likes ice cream. It just happens we like a different flavor of it, right? But we'll see what happens, guys. Tell me what you think about in the comments. What happened today? Are you looking forward to seeing if what Nostalrius is going to say? What do you think they're going to say? Are you going to play Nostalrius? Also, if you've been watching this far, in the comments, I want to know, are you playing Legion right now? And will you quit Legion as soon as Nostalrius comes out? Because I know as sure as hell I'm quitting day one. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time.